So, have y'all ever experienced a situation or a experience, right? That in the end, the outcome reflected back to you what your fear was about it the whole time? Like how many of y'all have ever had that experience? If so, like this video just cause of that. Just cause of that. Cause I know it can't just be me. So in knowing that, now I'm gonna have to bring a little bit more awareness to you to get you to understand or to help you understand why that happened. Because, I mean, we have to understand that when you are a very gifted, powerful person and you are favored and you like God favors you and you know it, you know what I mean? Because, you know, he shows you that he's a part of your life. You know that God is working through you in your life. You know what I mean? So when you are one of those type of people, you are so powerful. Your brain is so powerful. And what it is that you want in life, you have the ability to create. You have the ability to co-create that with God. You just have to make sure you're doing your part the best you can, right? So, in knowing that fear that you had about that situation, that scenario played out the way it did, is because it was a reflection of what you had going on in the inside. It had nothing to do with what was external towards you. It was just all a reflection of your fear. It does not contribute to your value. It does not contribute to your worth. It does not make you, you know, less than of a person, not chosen, not worthy, not none of that. It has nothing to do with that. Do not contribute your self esteem and your value to how situations turn out in your life. Do not do that. You are setting yourself up for failure if you do that. You just have to be smart about it. You just have to understand that that situation played out the way it did because it was a fear of yours playing right in front of you. It was always going to turn out that way. That extra party on the outside of you probably thought they had the power in their hands for the answer that was given or the situation that was, how it turned out or whatever the case may be, but it didn't even have anything to do with them. They was just going to always, it was going to always reflect back to you your fear. It was going to always do it because you're co-creating your own reality. You're doing that. Like, yes, you're that powerful. Yes, you are a spiritual being living a human experience. You are not a body with a soul. You are a soul with a body that is multidimensional. Yes, you have the power to change your life. You do. And yes, it takes you having awareness. It takes you gaining practice. It takes you learning yourself and learning what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, and learning that your weaknesses are actually your strengths. And, usually around that area, that's where, the enemy wants to attack you at because he knows if you ever was to figure out, oh, if you ever was to figure out the key to unlock that fear that you have, because fear is not real. Fear is not real. So I have to tell my daughter that all the time. Like, you know how little kids be like, "Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared to go there by myself. I'm scared to walk downstairs. I'm scared to." What are you scared of? Are you in danger? No. Okay, so danger is very much so real. But fear, it's not real. It's not real. So, in knowing that, you have to understand that when that situation played out the way it did, the whole time your intuition was trying to tell you, hey, because you had that little thought coming up in your head. You had, oh, dang, what if this happened? Oh, I'm scared to lose this. Oh, what if this don't go right? Oh, like the whole time. Stop feeding into those thoughts. And if you do, note, give you a little key here to override that, okay? Because even I forget this sometimes in my life. But when you have those thoughts that are, leaning towards the not so wanted outcome, think three good thoughts on top of that thought that helps you gain momentum towards what it is that you actually want to override that bad thought. That is what helped me get out of, a stuck mindset of what I used to have in the past when I was dealing with depression and all that type of stuff. Like, it will help you. Yes, it is mental work. Yes, it is mental work. But what is what you've been doing lately working? I wait. Has it changed anything? If it has, do that. But if it hasn't, you don't want to keep doing the same thing expecting a different result. And I've tested and tried this a lot, and it works. I can tell you that. I would not bring y'all anything. I would not share wisdom of anything that I feel is just me talking out of my head because I think I know something. No, I am very much so I love science. Science has always been my favorite subject, and I love making a hypothesis and doing test trials to see if it actually works, if it's actually a truth. And it works. Help yourself gain momentum on the better feeling thought towards the desired outcome that you want, so that way that can happen. And it's okay, we live and we learn, we forget, like me, like, and not you're not gonna be perfect at it. Sometimes your emotions will override you thinking that and you understanding that. It just happens, you know what I mean? But you live and you learn, and you fail fast doing it. Fail fast, fail fast, fail fast, fail fast doing it. Fail fast. I'm gonna keep saying it. It is okay to fail at a situation. It is okay. It is okay to fail. It is okay to fail, but fail fast. So that way, the next time you try, you're starting with experience that time. You're starting with more knowledge that time. You're starting with more wisdom that time. And now you're getting to a point where it's like you have accumulated so much wisdom and knowledge on the situation and the subject to raise your consciousness and you know your vibration of a person and how it is that you're showing up you know in this life, in this world, to help you attract what it is that you want. You have the power to co-create your life. Know that. You're doing it anyway, whether you know it or you don't, because if you don't, you're just doing it by default. You're co-creating by default. It's best to just be aware. It's best to just do the self work to know that you want to be aware co-creating your life. So that way you can get the better possible outcome. It is okay to fail at it. Fail fast though. Like, I think that has been a great thing. It's been a great thing for me to understand because everybody's, We're afraid. We're afraid. We don't want to do it. We're not doing something because we're afraid. And that's not helping you. Like, it's just keeping you stuck. It's keeping you at a space where, you know, you're ready. You probably got everything that you need in order to do what it is that you need to do. I just saw 10:10 on the clock. So this is like ending to new beginnings of a situation, right? So you're at the end. You done did everything that you needed to do. I'm in alignment with the message that I'm talking about right now. You've came to the ending of having everything that you possibly probably already needed in order to do what it is that you need to do. And now you're at the part where you have to start something new, and you want to start that something new, whether it's a business, whether it's a relationship, whether it's whatever it is, right? Whether it's gaining a better you, and feeling scared to do it, whether it's killing your ego. That is a big one. Oh, I might need to do another video on that. Because sometimes you have, no, not sometimes, but really every day, you have to die to yourself. You have to let go the old you and continue to be a better you than you were yesterday. We're doing this, right? We're doing this, and we're doing this together. I understand that these videos are just my higher self talking to me, because it's like, it's so easy for me to give these type of messages out to other people that I come in contact with, right? And then when I'm in situations in my life where I'm stuck and I'm trying to figure out what to do, the wisdom is there, but sometimes it's just kind of like you need someone to tell you. And maybe these videos are just a diary for myself to go back to, but I'm okay with that, because it's just like, it is different when you're hearing it. It's different when you're hearing it. And I just want you to know that do not let your fears become a self-fulfilling prophecy in your life. You have to, in order to overcome your fears, you're going to have to start on a conscious level. You're going to have to start from a place of feeling secure and trusting yourself. Feeling secure. I'm being told maybe y'all need to wear more red. A red light. A red light just flashed in my eyes. I can't. I God is amazing, bro. But I say red because if you're not aware, red is the color of stability. It's the color of, like, if you're doing color therapy for someone to help build self-confidence and help build, like, going up, you know, their power sources of you being a whole aligned person. At the bottom there's red is good. Red is good for you. Maybe you can eat apples, red apples, like, you know, red grapes, or, just helping yourself to start somewhere, but you have to start. And if you don't feel like you trust yourself enough, and you are lacking a sense of stability within inside of yourself, just know that the stability of it all comes from within yourself. It's not, don't look at the outside. What is faith? Somebody want to comment, leave, what is faith? Look, you have to. It is important that we, excuse me, walk by faith and not by sight. I think that was like confirmation. Burps. Walk by faith and not by sight. You have to believe it before you see it. Don't always, what they say, don't always just go based off of what you see with these two things right here. Mm-mm. No. Faith is believing before you see. Faith is evidence, not having the evidence of something that you already know is there, right? To put it for short. But it is important that you build that within yourself. Build your secureness within yourself. You know, I have um a little self trial you can do for yourself. You know, like as far as like a little, what you call it? It's just like a practice that you can do for yourself to help you build trust within inside of yourself. And you know, like let's say like, you know, throughout your day, you're trying to figure out, oh, what am I gonna eat? Or I wanna go here after work, or I wanna do this, you know, or I should stop by this place and just sit for a little bit and, you know, look at the sun, or, you know, don't look at the sun. You know, like whatever you were trying to do. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when you have those little inklings of things that you want to do. When you have that, just as simple as you choosing where you're gonna go for lunch or where you're gonna go for dinner, you know, whatever, where you're gonna go for breakfast, where you're gonna go get your coffee. What you choose, stick with it. Trust yourself. Don't change your mind. Oh, you know what? I don't want that anymore. I'm gonna go. No. Stick with it. Go where you said you were gonna go. And always be in a mode like of expecting. Okay? It's okay to be in a mode of expecting while still being present. That's okay. But this is a practice for you to learn how to trust yourself. Go where you said you were gonna go. Go get that food in there. If you wanted to sit inside, go sit inside this time. If you want to go to Panera and you want to sit inside this time and do your homework there because they got good Wi-Fi, whatever it is. Whatever it is. Go there and do that. Stop second guessing yourself. Nothing's gonna get done that way. You like meaning as in you're not helping yourself trust yourself. You're not helping yourself trust yourself, and let alone you're also going against your intuition too. That's also that goes co-hand in here, and trusting yourself and you building your intuition. That practice is like killing two birds with one stone. It's helping you trust yourself and building your intuition. Just do it. I promise you it works. And another thing, you know, when you're in a situation where this just came to me, when you're in a situation where you have been hurt and, you know, whatever it is, whatever hurt you, whether you lost someone, whether you lost a job, whether you know, somebody in your family passed away, or, you know, lost a relationship or whatever it is, cry. Cry. Cry it out. I'm giving y'all gems today. Cry. Because you're going to cleanse all of that stuck, stagnant energy that you got going on within yourself. You're going to help clear it. And you're also, the more you cry, you're also cleansing your pineal gland. So your intuition actually becomes stronger. It does not help you to leave your emotions stuck inside. It does not help you to leave your emotions stuck inside. It doesn't. Cry. Crying is good. Men, female, real men cry. Because I'm going to tell you now, if you're a man and you don't cry, I'm going to think something wrong with you. I mean, when the last time you cried? Whether it was happy tears, whatever. It ain't always got to be sad tears. Cry. It is a cleansing that you need to also help your intuition too. But I really was making this video because I wanted y'all to know. Do not allow your fears to become self-fulfilled prophecies for something to expire that you already knew was going to happen. Sorry, I got people calling me. Don't. Don't. And if you realize you're getting there, give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. Allow the situation to play out, because sometimes you have to experience it and you have to get your feet wet in order to understand. So that way, you can see it playing. But just know that it was all a reflection of what you got going on in the inside. Doesn't mean that it is you. Just means somewhere in the inside you may have a fear that wanted to outplay itself. And it's gonna play out through whatever that fear was. That's what fear is bad in that way. Because it can also, keep you from what it is that you want, but it's happening for a reason, because it's showing you. It's showing you what it is that's going on in your programming, in your brain, to create to why, like, you're like, oh man, like, why these things keep happening? Why does the same situation keep happening? Why does it, like, whatever? Give yourself grace. Don't get stuck in the why of everything. That's another thing. It's okay to ask why, but don't get stuck in the why of everything. Sometimes you have to allow your logic and your emotional intelligence is going to understand a situation when it's playing out always. That's where faith comes in. You just have to throw your hands up and, surrender the situation to see. Oh, and then once you do and you step outside of it, because when you're in it, you can't always see it. But when you're outside of it, you can see the bigger picture. Oh, that happened because I just had a situation, I've had plenty of situations that, ended in a certain way that, it replayed my fear back to me. And then that's when you be like, oh, I knew that was going to happen. Like something told me, like something, what told you was your fear. And your fear, you help manifest your fear, which help you have a whole self-fulfilled prophecy, because guess what? You self-sabotaged. Mm, mm. You self-sabotaged. Don't keep trying to prove yourself right in those situations, because you're going to keep manifesting your fear. Reclaim your power. Reclaim your self-esteem. Reclaim your value of a person and who it is that you know that you are. You're not an option. And don't let nobody make you one. You are worth so much more. You're worth that promotion. Half of the time, you're worth just quitting altogether and starting your own. Because you didn't reach the cap. Y'all, that's all. I'ma just that's all. I'm just leave this message at that. I'm just leave this message as that at that. If you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. I'm Lexi, this is my channel. And go back, feel free to go watch the other videos, because it's giving series. It's giving, you might want to, stay in alignment with the messages and the wisdom that you'll want to accumulate in your life to stay aware, because we're in this together. We're in this together. I'm learning too. The wisdom is there, but the experience of it happening, I'm still having to go through seasons of it too. Fail fast, right? Anyway, I'm out of here, y'all. I'm Lexi and I'm here for you. Catch you in the next one. Bye.